Let's go to Schwab in Toronto, California. Is that such a place? Schwab? Oh, yes, Toronto, yes, Canada. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Schwab.
By the way, just for FYI, when they say CA, it refers to California. Okay. Toronto, Canada. Schwab.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
You go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead.
My wife, me and my wife, green card holder, I am working USA.
Mm-hmm.
My wife came over here August, last year, first week.
Okay.
And she's taking care of my grandkids. They're newly born. Okay.
Are you, all right, so you both have green cards, but you're in Toronto right now?
I am coming in Toronto to visit my grandkids.
Okay, and where's your wife?
My wife is in Toronto right now.
With a green card to America?
Pardon?
With green cards to America, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
and how long have you both been in Canada?
My wife is she was about 5 months.
Okay, where are you originally from?
We are originally from Bangladesh.
From Bangladesh. And how long have you been in Canada?
I have been in Canada. I have the surgery, and over a couple of months I am in Canada.
Okay, so you're a few months and your wife is at 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys better come back to America soon.
Very soon I'm going back to my work in Richland, Washington with my company.
Okay.
And then my wife, she visit Buffalo, New York last December, 19th of December.
Okay.
And my question is that when the 6 month will be start count from
how long did she visit Toronto, Canada? I mean Buffalo for?
She visited Buffalo, Canada for some bank work. She has a bank
appointment. How long was she in Buffalo for?
She was 1 day.
1 day. All right, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to have a green card. You have to be permanently living in the United States. So you can't come to the United States for 1 day
and then go back.
Then go back, and every 6 months come for 1 day. That's visiting.
No.
I understand. What's no?
Okay, go ahead.
What's no?
No, she's visiting this time only for going for the bank, some issues, and the bank. Yeah, then she going there talk with the bank management, and then she come back. Okay, let them go ahead. It doesn't count the re-entry, yeah?
I can't win. If I allow people to talk, they're telling me everything we already know. So let me finish. This is the rule, okay? It doesn't matter what she came here for. She talked to the bank manager, she talked to the bank clerk. Who cares? The bottom line is you can't come to the United States for 1 day with a green card, go back to another country, wait 6 months, and come back for a day again. The fact is you're not permanently living in the United States. Your wife right now needs to return to the United States immediately and apply for something called a re-entry permit, and she better do it very, very soon because she's been out basically for 5 months, but for 1 day. And she better come back immediately, apply for a re-entry permit, and the re-entry permit is, I want to live, and I presume this is the case, I want to live in the United States. I intend to keep my green card, but I am helping my daughter with a newborn baby. I intend to be in Canada for a year or a year and a half, whatever it is, until the baby goes off to school, and then I'm coming back to the United States, and that's a perfectly legitimate reason. And my husband is still here. He's still working here. I intend to keep my green card. Perfectly legitimate reason to get a re-entry permit to stay out of the country for up to 3 years without losing your green card. But what you can't do is you can't play the game of, I'm going to live somewhere else because this is a game and you're going to lose. I'm living somewhere else. I have a green card, and every 6 months I'm going to come visit for a day or a week. Can't play that game. Not with Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't play that game.
Okay.
All right, hold on 1 second. We can help you. Hold on.
Once again, folks, welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. The number to call is 1-800-529-5465. We're here answering your immigration questions. And remember, the show is powered and in partner with, of course, USACreditRepairInc.com. Make sure you call them today to, of course, get your free consultation at 1-800-USA-7177. Let's get back to another question here on the Brad and Squeeze Show in reference to immigration at 1-800-LAWLIINK.
Andrew in Queens. Andrew.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's going on?
I have a girlfriend. she's from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm disabled.
Okay.
So, but first I want to know if the money that I get from the government for being disabled, does that have anything to do with will that affect my money?
Will the money that you get from the government affect your money? I think what you're asking me is if you marry this woman and you want to file for her, can you use the money that you get from the government towards the poverty guidelines for the affidavit of support? And the answer is yes. For a disability payment, the answer is yes. Now, whether or not your disability payment will put you 125% above the poverty level with your wife that's coming in, I don't know. What is are you free to share your disability payments with us?
Yeah.
What are you getting?
1,500 for the.
How much?
1,500 for the month. 1,500.
1,500 a month. So you're getting about $18,000 a year. You're going to need a second affidavit of support because that puts you below the poverty guideline for two people.
Okay, with her, she is working, and she's
I'm sorry?
attorney, and she's working, and she makes a lot of money.
Okay, great. If you were married to Ivanka Trump, and Ivanka needed a green card, her money doesn't count. It's your money and somebody else's.
Okay.
All right, so you need a second affidavit of support, okay?
Right.
All right, hold on one second. We can help. Hold on. All right, we got a lot of calls here.
All right, let's get to another one.
Shen from Manitou, Colorado, or is that Manitou, Canada? I don't know anymore. Colorado. Shen from Manitou, Colorado.
Yeah, it's Colorado. Hello.
Colorado, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, Squeeze, big up yourself.
Man has our respect, sir.
Yes. All the way from Manitou, Colorado, Squeeze, you know it. That's how well known you are.
I know.
You know this guy, Shen? You know him from Manitou, Colorado? Well, how do you know Squeeze?
I know him because he's a Jamaican and I'm a Jamaican.
Ah, there it is, Squeeze.
There you go.
There you go.
But,
Squeeze is very famous.
you're a real youth. Respect you.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, if I respect you, I'm just get my EAD card and...
Okay.
Yeah, because of you.
Oh, wow, good, thank you.
And after my interview, I was so confused until I gave you a call. And you told me exactly what to do.
Good.
It was a pain, but I sit it out and waited out.
Good.
And I finally got it. So, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I have to respect that.
You're very welcome.
And you're doing a real good job, and I have to say that
Thank you.
people should just take the time out, listen to you, and do as you said, because you're the real man around the table right there.
Oh, so what am I, the real girl?
You know, you are a real man also.
What is supposed to be?
Squeeze.
You're the real man. What am I, the real girl?
Let me stand up for Shen. Let me stand up for Shen. There could be more than one real man, right, Shen? Is that just because there's one real man doesn't mean there's no other real men in the world, right?
Oh, that drop in.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't give your respect already. Come and tell us you're a real
That's
youth.
right. You already gave you the manners and respect. Come on.
All right, man.
Brad Bernstein, I have a few questions to ask you right now. All right. In terms of my travel document, I never signed for that. So you think we should have still signed for that or leave that until we get my green card?
Well, you could definitely travel. I think you should get it. Even if you're scared to travel, you never know about an emergency situation. I'll give you a perfect example. I know this young lady who has filed an adjustment application. I insisted on her getting the travel document. She says she's terrified to travel. She's not doing it. And now she came into me yesterday and she said her father is really ill. It's touch and go. She wants to go home to see him. Is it really safe? She has this travel document. I said yes. And then I was, she was walking out and I didn't say to her, she's in distress. I didn't say, but I'm saying, I'm glad I made her do it. I was saying that in my mind. So you always get it, even for an emergency.
So I have my son back in Jamaica, and that's the only reason why I was thinking that I should get it.
Yeah, it's safe as long as you go for a week or two. I mean, I wouldn't go for longer than a week or two.
Okay, so you think my wife would file for my son?
Yes.
Too, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
How old's your son? Wait. How old's your son?
Now it's only 7.
Oh yes, absolutely, she can file.
Okay, thank you so much. So, like my green card, you think I'll be still able to get my green card? All right.
Yeah, you live with your spouse. It's a real marriage.
Yeah, I live with my wife.
You have anything? You have anything skeletons in your closet while you wouldn't?
No, Homeland came here before, and then they confirmed that we're going to approve your papers.
Okay, cool. So you're good. They even did a home visit.
Good to go.
They did a home visit. All right, thanks, Shen.
Yep. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, best of luck. Okay.
All right. Once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show. The real man around the table.
The real man around the table. I don't know what's
1-800. Hey, you're the real man around the table.
That's what it is.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK.
I really can't disagree with Shed. I got to tell you. It's hard for me to disagree with that assessment.
That you're the real man?
It's hard for me to disagree with that.
That's an off-air conversation.
Now, many people will disagree. I have a whole list of people who would probably disagree with that.
A lot of things that I disagree with. A lot of things. But nobody listens to Squeeze. Nobody ever listens to me.
Yes.
Until it's too far gone.
Too far gone.
I'm just saying.
Nobody listens to Squeeze.
I'm just putting that out there. Nobody listens to me.
Yeah.
But somehow, somewhere out there, it always comes back.
Are you really going to sing?
No.
Because then you're
it always comes back. And then, there's a meeting like, Squeeze, you know what? I think we should do this. I'm like, hold up. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, but it sounds so much better.
When you say it?
When I say it.
Oh, because you're the real man.
Because I'm the real man.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm at the age where I choose not to argue about things anymore.
You don't argue anymore. You don't.
I don't. You notice that, right?
You used to argue all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Used to be.
But you know what?
But
it's because I.
Right, because you don't argue. You just say, "This is it, Brad."
But you want to know?
But you say that to me. You say, "Brad, you can't say no to this."
You saw my.
That's what you say.
You saw my last post on Instagram.
You were a happy dude.
Smile.
Very happy.
You will live longer.
Very happy.
You want to know what? If you argue and fuss and stress, the only person you're hurting is yourself.
That's right.
So I don't even do it anymore.
That's right.
I'm like,
Right, and then you're just become a sick ass instead of a badass.
Hey,
you don't want to be a sick ass.
Right. Anyway, let's go to the next call.
All right, let's go. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. There's a lot of innuendos going on right here. There's a lot of meaning behind everything that's happening right here. Let me see. I wasn't dressed properly earlier.
Yes, Diane.
Hello.
How are you, Diane?
How are you?
I'm good. Squeeze and Brad. How are you?
I'm
Fabulous.
Wonderful. Diane, do you like the show?
Very much.
Good. Glad you like
You guys are comedians.
Comedian, Squeeze.
Yeah.
How do you listen to the show?
Yeah.
On the radio.
On the radio, Squeeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to on
All
the
right.
radio.
Yes. That's
Brad,
one person who listens to us on the radio.
Yes. All right.
Go ahead,
What's
Diane.
going on?
I have a friend from Guinea, West Africa, with a green card. And we're very familiar with the family sponsorship because we did all the paperwork to bring his wife and his young child over. He applied for the visa lottery for his sister, and she was approved. We're not familiar with that thing. What kind of documents do they need from him?
They don't need anything from him for the visa lottery other than maybe an affidavit of support.
Okay.
But she wins the visa lottery on her own. And by the way,
How do people win the visa
and by the
lottery?
way, it's a misnomer to say you won the visa lottery.
I was about to say.
Okay? It's not like you won the visa lottery and they open up the gates and like, here you go, come on into America.
No,
okay?
we know.
You gotta go through a vetting process. You gotta show that you have a high school education. You gotta pass criminal backgrounds. You gotta be interviewed by a U.S. citizen at a U.S. embassy.
Yeah, she has to go to DACA
You have to go through a whole entire process. It's not you just win and come on in. It's not like how Trump says it.
Yeah, he was the one that did the application for her here. He lives in Manhattan. So we wanted, because his name is on the application, I think.
No, his name's not on the application, just maybe an address. But she
An
has
address-
to,
his
but she has
address.
to go through it all.
His address.
Yeah.
So you're saying, other than an affidavit of support, they don't need anything from him?
No.
They don't need any document from him?
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks, Brad.
Thank you.
But she also has to do the DS-260
Of
application,
course.
right?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a
All
whole
right,
vetting
all right.
process.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
You guys keep up the good work.
Thank
You're doing a good
Thank
job.
you so much, Diane, for tuning in. All right? 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to another call.
Elaine from Chicago, Illinois. Elaine,
How are you?
Yes.
how do you hear about us, Elaine?
Oh, I like that.
How do you hear about us, Elaine? How did you hear about us?
I was recommended to you by my sister in New York.
How does your sister in New York hear about us? How does your sister in New York hear about us? How does your sister... Put your open mouth, insert foot.
Everybody in New York, I need to be something for my nephew.
Yeah, all right. What's your question?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question is,
Yes.
my son is in a problem, and right now he's what should I say? He's in incarceration.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on?
And he came here when he was 10 years old. And where we come from, we don't have nobody there for him to go to.
Why is he incarcerated?
It's a whole lot of mix-up stuff.
Why is he incarcerated?
Well,
don't give me the mix-up runaround. Why is he incarcerated?
I'm not giving you the mix-up. I'm giving it to you straight.
Tell me straight.
He was living with this young lady, and she got some kids. Eventually, he left her and got married to somebody else. And because of that, she lied and then said he molested the little girl and whatever, which is not so.
How do you know it's not so?
Huh?
How do you know? I'm just, you're saying the story. I'm just saying, how do you know it's not so? I'm playing devil's advocate, by the way.
Well,
you're the mother. You can't believe that your son would do that. So I'm
not covering up.
Okay, so he's been accused of sexual molestation of a child, which is extraordinarily serious accusation. He is in criminal jail now.
Yes.
Has he pled guilty to anything? Have they found him guilty of anything?
Well, when we go to court, they just come up with that they found him guilty of different charges.
Who is they, and how did he plead guilty to this?
At the court that we go to.
Did he plead guilty to a crime?
No.
He went to a jury trial, and a jury found him guilty.
A court trial.
He went to
a jury. He went to a court trial.
Oh, so it was a trial with a judge only, without a jury?
Yes.
And the judge found him guilty of what?
Of different charges.
What was he found guilty of?
Okay, he found guilty of molesting the little girl, touching her, and other stuff.
Okay.
Because when they were reading out the charges.
Let me ask you a question now. Were you a citizen before he was 18 years old?
Yeah, when I came, I become a citizen. I'm a citizen now.
How old was your son when you became a citizen?
Wow. How old was he?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, I'm thinking.
Okay.
He probably was in his 40, 50.
Oh.
40, 50.
Oh, okay. So he was not a child then. So I'm going to tell you something, Elaine. All right. If he was found guilty of this, okay, you say he didn't do it. A judge says he did. Okay. Unfortunately, what you say doesn't matter. What a judge says does matter.
Right.
Okay. A judge says he did it. Okay. When you are found guilty of sexual molestation of a child, that makes you an aggravated felon. He is going to be deported to a country he doesn't know anything about.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen. There's nothing anyone can do about it. He will be deported.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that. All right.
Can't get no help regarding whatever.
There is no help. He was found guilty of an aggravated felony, one of the most serious aggravated felonies out there short of murder, which is sexual molestation of a child. He is going to get deported. I'm sorry. Unless he was a citizen unless you were a citizen prior to his 18th birthday, and you're telling me you became a citizen when he was 40. So even though he's been here since he was 10, I don't know whether he did this or not. And I'm going to tell you the truth. You don't know either, although you love your son and you believe he didn't do it. I don't have no idea whether he did it or not, but a judge was convinced he did it. And unfortunately, as a result, he's going to get deported.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that.
All right, then.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Let's take Pamela from Brooklyn, who's been waiting for 30 minutes. Pamela, quickly.
Hi.
Hi, Pamela. How do you listen to the show? How do you get your question in?
I listen to it on Facebook, and I called in now. I listen mostly on Facebook.
Thank you very much, Pamela.
Okay. Bam, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to thank you guys so much for your program, what you've been doing. You've been doing a good job, and I want to encourage your listeners to share and tell information because that's how.
Very good. Now, Pamela, I don't mean to rush you, but I got to rush you because we got about a minute.
What's your question?
What's your question? What happened to Pamela? Are you kidding me?
I guess you just want to make a comment.
Pamela.
Hello?
Yes, quickly. You got about a minute.
Yeah, my friend called in last week and was telling you about the I went for the interview and you told us to go because my lawyer that I had told me not to go. And I called in and you told me to go. I went to the interview. It was excellent. You saved me $4,000 and the interview went very well. Thank you so much for your information. And it's the lawyer that I had didn't want me to go, but thank you so much for telling me, and it's the best thing I did when I went.
Pam, all I can tell you is if everyone listened to me, the world would be a great place.
You just struck some serious ego there.
Right. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Rightfully so, he's good at that.
Anyways, we're out of time, and I appreciate you calling in. I remember your call because you said you were your spouse left, and there was a vow, ended up being a VAWA case, and I said go on the interview. Go on the interview.
Yes.
All right.
And
Congratulations.
The interviewer told me the best thing I did was came, or else I'd get a deportation letter.
Yep.
Thank you so much. So you saved me from getting that. So he told me that I'm saving money. I don't have to file the I-485 again.
That's correct.
Everything you told me was excellent. Oh my God, I love this program. I thank you so much. You helped me out. Thank you so much. And you'll definitely be hearing from me soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam.
Thanks a lot, Pam.
With that, we got to get out of here because we're going to be choked in time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a blessed week.
Have a blessed one, Pam.